So we got some new leaks for the next Battlefield game, which I think was to be expected, because about a week ago we got a leak that there will be another playtest held, and this was supposed to be held yesterday, so on Friday the 21st. And now we have some more leaks flowing in, so apparently the playtest was held. And there is a new Insider Gaming article up that also says latest Battlefield leaks reveal new urban map Battery. So apparently they have played a new map during this playtest, and this time it's another urban map. In the first playtest we got leaks from, we also saw an urban map, but it was more like in the Middle East style. And I've seen a few gameplay clips from this new urban map called Battery, and it definitely looks different. But again, I'm not gonna show you any gameplay here in this video, but I'm gonna link the Insider article in the description below, and from there you can find some gameplay if you want to. You can find it anyhow if you know where to look for it, so it's all over the internet as usual, and I think it was also to be expected that this will happen again. Still, it's not as much as it was after the first playtest, at least that's what it seems like, but I think that after the first playtest just everyone was looking for those leaks, and everyone was just eager seeing those leaks and seeing what the next Battlefield will be. So the Insider Gaming article says Battlefield leaks are still flowing thick and fast from the latest round of testing sessions, and in the freshest drops an all-new map has been revealed. It's called Battery, and per reports it's a dense urban map themed on Gibraltar, which was a location given away in early concept art for the game. And I'm gonna show you this concept art right here again. So this is what we got alongside the first interview with Vince Zampella about the new game. I think it was in September or October last year. So this was the first bit that we actually saw of the new Battlefield. And according to Insider Gaming, this is where this map Battery is located. So this is probably what we see right here on this concept art already, is like a top-down or like a concept view of this map. And the map actually looks quite interesting. It looks a bit more green than the one we've seen like 2 weeks ago. We've seen a bit of tank gameplay from the leaks, which actually looks very, very dense and like a very tight map. So basically what an urban map should be, but it also looks like a very action-packed map. So probably something like, just watching this gameplay gives me a feel of maybe Amiens in a bit more modern environment, or maybe like Mercury from Battlefield 5. If you remember this, it was I think the second Greece map that we got. Something like this, but a bit more dense. And we've also seen a bit more of the actual gameplay mechanics, so dragging when reviving, for example, which actually looks great, and I think this is going to be an amazing feature to have in the game. At least they made it sound like it would be an amazing feature back in Battlefield 5, and then we waited forever for it to come to Battlefield, and now it's finally there, which is actually great. In the gameplay clips, I've also seen the combat roll, which also looks like Battlefield 5 basically, so you can jump from a great height and then your player rolls off, and you can, from your first person perspective, you can see them doing this combat roll. The rest of the gameplay and the gameplay mechanics and everything basically looks like the same that we've seen 2 weeks ago already, but I also think that within 2 weeks there's probably not too many things that have changed. So I'm assuming that the focus of this test was more on testing the map and this environment and how the map plays probably, instead of testing tweaked or overhauled gameplay mechanics. I don't think they're at this point already where they really tweak something. I think right now they're more at this point where they focus on just testing and gaining more feedback. There was also another user, according to Insider Gaming, that has uploaded a picture of Battery's tech map, so probably like the top-down view of the deploy screen, and this shows, so according to Insider Gaming, this shows a tight-knit environment. But when you click on the link of that tech map, it has already been removed. And it says, sorry, this post was removed by Reddit's legal operations team. So it seems like either Reddit or EA, or probably both, are still going after these leaks and are still doing content strikes and are trying to get them removed. Even though I gotta say that it seems like EA is just sometimes looking the other way, because I'm still seeing a lot of those leaked gameplay clips on Twitter, on Reddit, and even on YouTube. So it seems like they're not all getting instantly removed. And I honestly think that EA is just accepting that these leaks exist. I don't think they're actually happy about them. They're probably not. But they just accept that these leaks exist, and they probably use them as a source of feedback as well, because usually below these leaks there are so many comments of people giving feedback on what they see and what they think about it, and I think that this is probably useful for the devs at the end of the day as well. And we should not forget that the feedback that the game got so far was, I think, very positive, even though some of the feedback was a bit mixed and people also have criticism, but the overall feedback that I've read in the comments on Reddit, on Twitter and on YouTube was actually pretty positive. And I think this is also a bit of free publicity for EA and for the new Battlefield game that EA is happily using as a free form of marketing. So maybe that's why they're not going after each and every gameplay clip that pops up somewhere on the internet. Still, because of that and because you never know how they react, I'm not including any of this gameplay here in any of my videos, and I will also keep it like this. So as long as we don't have any official gameplay or a beta where we can share the gameplay or anything, I will not share any of those leaks here on my channel. But like I said before, if you wanna watch this gameplay, if you wanna watch those leaks, you know where to find them, and I think you know how to find them as well. So what do we take away from this? Apparently there is another urban map in addition to the one that we've seen after the last playtest. It looks again very action-packed, it looks very dense, very tight. So I don't know how many maps they will have for this game, but so far it looks like they're focusing very much on close quarters combat, on urban maps, on tight play spaces, and basically on a more action-packed approach as opposed to the large maps that we had in Battlefield 2042, where sometimes you were just walking around for minutes without ever encountering anyone. So it seems like there is a completely different approach this time, and yeah, let's see how this goes, and maybe we will get some more leaks. I'm guessing actually that with more playtests we will also get more leaks, and maybe we will also see more maps for this game. But that was it for today. It was not too much this time. Like I said before, there were not too many clips this time around. But as always, let me know in the comments below what you think of this. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm the Catwoman, and you are awesome.